Guys, I got a good one for you today. We're going to make some southern fried cabbage. We're going to kick it up a notch. But before we do that, go ahead and do me a favor and hit that subscribe button, like and comment on the video. Let me know what you think. Okay, so what we're going to do, like I said, we're going to make some southern fried cabbage. One of my favorite dishes, you know, since it is cold out. Great alternative to soup. So do a couple things I'm going to do to take it up to a different level. Got some andouille sausage that's sliced up. Of course, I always add some onions and peppers, some seasoned up. Got my cabbage chopped up here. Got about a head and a half of cabbage chopped up here. And here's another level that I'm taking it to. I've already cooked them, but I'm adding 2 pieces of blackened chicken. Okay. All right, guys. So let's go ahead and get to chefing. Okay, first thing we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and render some bacon. I got about 4 slices of thick cut bacon here that I'm going to render down because we're going to go ahead and use that fat for flavor. All right, so I'm just going to go ahead and put this bacon in my skillet. So we're going to get this bacon started. We're going to go ahead and start rendering the fat down, and we're going to do that to build a base of flavor. Thick cut bacon, that's what I use. Okay guys, so now while we got the bacon in the pan, we're waiting for that to render down. I'm gonna go ahead and start chopping up my blackened chicken. Okay. Turn that down a little bit. Okay, we got a rough chop on that chicken. Okay, so what we're gonna do now, bacon is almost done. Okay, it's rendering nicely. So what we're gonna do, just gonna take this out. Okay, and we're gonna set this aside. Then we're gonna put in our andouille sausage. Get that to cook in because the object is to get a nice flavor, nice color on that sausage. I like to have a little texture to my sausage. Oops. All while using this bacon grease. Flavor upon flavor upon flavor. And just so you know, you see all that smoke. So let me turn this down a little bit. We add our andouille sausage in here. Go ahead and start browning that. Then this, by the way, is chicken andouille sausage. Okay, so what I'm doing now is I'm just getting a little bit of color on this andouille sausage. I had to dump some of that oil out just so that because I didn't really want to deep fry this, but as you can see, getting a nice color, caramelizing it, building flavor with this. And forgot to mention with the blackened chicken, if you don't know, I'm going to let you know, one of my favorite seasonings to use, turn that down, is Cosmo's Dirty Bird. I use this on everything, but this is like the best seasoning that I got for chicken. I use it on my wings, every piece of chicken. I smoke with it, I fry with it, I bake with it. I mean, this seasoning it's awesome. So, and I saw this is the first time I really sauteed with the chicken on it, and so it made it blackened chicken. So this is a good, if you ever want a good chicken seasoning or rub, Dirty Bird. All right. So, getting a good color on our sausage here. It's coming along very, very nicely. Remember, color is flavor. Okay guys, so we got our sausage, our andouille sausage. We got that cooked and browned real good. The next step is going to add these pre-seasoned and oiled green peppers and onions. Go ahead and dump that in there. All right, we're not going to cook these all the way. Just going to get them started a little bit. Because we're going to put our cabbage right on top of it. Okay, so with the seasoning, what I did is I put a little bit of olive oil on the vegetables, all right? After I cut them up, then I season them with a little bit of salt, pepper, onion powder, garlic powder, a little bit of smoky paprika, all right? So the object is we're going to start building flavors. We've been building flavors with the bacon over here. Then we just built some more flavor with that andouille sausage, okay? And if you look over here, we're building another layer of flavor with this blackened chicken that I chopped up, okay? And now we're gonna build flavor with this, with these vegetables here. So now that we got these in here, we're not gonna reduce them down all the way. I'm gonna start adding the cabbage. All right. So don't worry if your cabbage does not fit all in there at once. Cabbage is water-based, so it's gonna start to shrink and reduce here shortly. So if you can't get it all in, don't worry about it. We're not gonna season it yet. Okay, we're gonna get it to cooking first. And don't forget to take out the core to the cabbage. Okay, that's the bitter part of the cabbage, so we don't want to take the core out of the cabbage. All right, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to go ahead and start stirring this up here. And let that start reducing down that water. Keep it up a little, keep it up high. Okay, so we're going to constantly go ahead and stir this cabbage up, and as you can see, it's starting to reduce down. If you have a little extra bacon fat, you can just add that on there to it. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and add the rest of this cabbage in here. All right, and all we do from now, from this point on, is we're just going to go ahead and let it all cook down while we fry it. Okay, so as you see, our cabbage is coming along nicely. It's starting to render down, starting to absorb all that flavor, all that bacon grease or bacon fat. All right, we don't want to cook it until it's like really, really soft. We do want some kind of firmness to it. All right, so I'm gonna let this cook for probably another 10 minutes or so. I'm just gonna watch it and see what happens, and then we're gonna go ahead and season this up. Yeah, I'll do this. All right, so here's our cabbage, guys, folks. We're coming along nicely. So now we got it just about to the consistency that we want. We're actually frying the cabbage. We're not steaming the cabbage. Okay, we want fried cabbage. Okay, so now that we got it cooked a little bit, it's going to start to add some seasoning to it. So I'm going to add a little bit of black pepper. And again, I never give measurements because I just season by eye. I've been doing it for so long. Add a little bit of garlic powder. Okay, and the reason that we wait is because we want the seasoning to actually stick to the leaves. All right, we're gonna add a little bit of onion powder, little paprika. You know how I do it. All right, add a little bit of just a little bit, not a lot of seasoning salt. Okay. Then we're gonna go ahead and stir this up because we're just about ready to go ahead and add the meat to this. Okay, there's just certain parts of it that I want it to kind of cook down a little bit more, get a little bit softer. But as you can see, all that flavor, all that seasoning here. Okay, that's what we want. We want that flavor. We want to build flavor, flavor, flavor. We want our food to not only look good, but we want it to taste good as well. Okay, so we got our seasoning. What I did, so I added a little bit of salt. I did taste it, and I'm saying that it needs a little bit of salt. So now we're going to add in our meats. We're going to add in our blackened chicken. We're going to add in our bacon. We're going to add in our andouille sausage. Okay, and we're just going to go ahead and mix this in. Incorporate this. This is almost done. It's coming along nicely. So we got the flavor, the seasonings that I use. We got the flavor from the bacon, from the sausage, from the blackened chicken. So we got flavor coming from all directions here. And that's the object, is to get this, because this is literally a one-pot dish. This is a meal within itself, and that's the idea. Doesn't cost a lot. You know, you can get a head of cabbage, you can get some andouille sausage, you can use some chicken, you can use some bacon. You know, when you're feeding a family, this right here will probably feed about 4 people, 4 nice servings. Okay, so let me go ahead and taste this one more again, just to kind of make sure that it is up to par. And we're kind of waiting for some of these white parts of the cabbage to break down a little more. Okay, welcome back, guys. So guess what? Check this out. It's done. Okay, we added the sausage. All right, we got the all the meats in here, the bacon, the blackened chicken. So now, only thing left to do now is just go ahead and plate it up and give it a taste. You know, this is an easy dish to make. Doesn't cost a lot to feed a lot. It's healthy as well. You know, cabbage is always healthy. Okay, so we're just gonna go ahead and give this a try. We got all that flavor and all that seasoning. You can add shrimp to this. I mean, you can do it anyway. Like I always say, the sky is the limit when you're cooking. You can take away from what I show you. You can add to it however you want to do it. Make it your own. That's the challenge, is to make each dish your own. That's what I do. I see a recipe and I make it my own. I see what I can do and challenge myself to see how I can actually chef it up, take it up another notch. Okay, so there we have it. Right down here, we got our bowl of cabbage with blackened chicken, andouille chicken sausage, and our thick cut bacon. All right, so let's go ahead and give it a taste. Some chicken, sausage. Hold on. Man. That's how greedy I am. This is good. This is very good. It's got flavor. It's got tons of flavor. And it's very good when it's hot, when it's nice and fresh. You can taste the black pepper. You can taste the onions, the green peppers, the garlic powder, the andouille sausage, the smokiness, the flavor from the blackened chicken, and of course you got the saltiness from the bacon. So, as I always say, it's another chef and banger. So go ahead and make this. Go ahead and subscribe to my channel. Like my video, comment, ask me questions, whatever. Let me know so I can answer you back. All right? But again, thanks a lot for joining me, and I'll see you the next time. Have a good one.